Hey YouTube, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you check out my website, Day Trading Fearless, where you could sign up for only $50 for a lifetime subscription of the S&P E-mini futures weekly trade zones. They're released every single weekend. And the zones are good for the week. So, as always, let's jump right into it. This is the weekly watch list for March 29th, 2021. Man, we've already gone through 3 months of this year already. So, well, S&P E-mini futures are up right near all-time highs. We had massive reversal day today. Let's kind of log in. We're looking at the S&P E-mini futures. Nice waterfall the last couple days, and then today kind of broke higher, and we were off to the races. Almost near all-time highs. So what we're going to do is we're going to redraw, okay? Let's redraw, let's keep that there, but we're going to add a couple drawings here, okay? I want to add a drawing just like this, okay? We're going to leave this, right? Touch, pivot. We're just going to connect from this high to this high, which should give us a target level of give or take, if we do keep rallying up around 4060, 4050, 4050, somewhere around there on the S&P E-mini futures, if we do keep going higher. Okay, so these are a couple levels that I'm looking at. I am bullish, right? We were bearish. I did a week, midweek watch list this week on a Tuesday evening. I said that I was kind of bearish, and that's exactly what the market did. Came down to this 50, and then today we kind of rallied. So this is very bullish for the market right now, right off all-time highs. And I actually feel with this momentum will keep going higher. Also, market profile, we could see that there is no excess anymore up here, right? There's really no excess. The auction is not over for the S&P E-mini futures. So maybe we get a little retracement of this candle, but I do like it to the long side. Let's take a look at SPY. And also this is, I'm going to go over a bunch of stocks to watch this week, hot stocks that maybe you want to jump in for some profits this week. And remember, everything is educational purposes only. None of this is actual trade advice. So SPY, same exact thing going on. Let's kind of remove this. Let's redraw this to connect here to this high to this high. And again, we're probably looking around 403 to 404 over the next week if the market does keep going higher on SPY. So if you do trade that, again, no excess there. Let's take a look at crude oil. Okay, and the reason, just so you guys know, if you're new and this is your first time watching, or even a couple of times, I like going through a lot of these stocks like the futures, crude oil, gold. It gives us a cleaner picture of what actually is going on with the overall market, and is there a telltale that might say, hey, the market might roll over because of these charts, or vice versa. So I'm still watching for this 54 level on crude oil. We are kind of working lower. We did work lower. RSI is getting near oversold. Okay, the 30 levels oversold on RSI. We had divergence, nice reversal here. The question is, what's going on with the Suez Canal, where the big tanker is? The tanker should be going this way, but because you have walls on sand walls on both sides. Well, some genius thought he would just parallel or park his tanker this way. So all the goods that are coming in, okay, from Asia to Europe or vice versa, okay, that normally go here and they take a shortcut. Now they need to go the long way around Africa to just come all the way back over here. This was a shortcut. Okay, just to give you guys a quick little description, it's about 3,500 miles or an extra week or two of sailing if they all have to go here. And they can't get this tanker to turn and face this way because it's facing this way. It's stuck against one sandbar here and one sandbar here. And so that means no tankers can get through. And so pretty much there are no goods getting through to Europe, no oil, things like that. And so that is a potential problem for crude oil. So with that being said, let's get rid of all these drawings, okay? Let's make some new ones. I still like this low volume node on the market profile. I still like this nice little bear flag right here. We will see if this bear flag plays out this week and we go lower. Okay. Now it might be interesting because it's a news event where crude oil goes higher, but the S&P E-mini futures crude oil goes lower, S&P E-mini futures go higher. So that's kind of what's going on with crude oil. Bitcoin / BTC. I called this last week. I said, look for a down move on Bitcoin. We had the divergence and guess what? Bitcoin went lower. I even called this on the midweek watch list. Watch for Bitcoin to fall, and it fell. I want lower prices down around this 40,000, but we'll see. But maybe we just start to kind of balance and start to make lower highs and lower lows. We first need to essentially, to really break this entire trend, we will need to break this 45,000 level before we start making lower highs and lower lows on the bigger picture. Or we break if this just keeps going, but if we do bounce, then we'll want to watch this low right here, right around the 50,000. So that's what's going on with Bitcoin. Let's take a look at GLD and then we'll get to the hot stocks. There's a few of them that I kind of like this week for potential bounces. So gold, still watching bear flag. If we break down, I like this. Now it's probably going to be more around this 153 level if gold gets there. And then silver. Silver just kind of sideways double bottom. This will be interesting. For a while, silver was the strong one. Now silver's the weak one, right? But we will see what happens here. Again, watching the 200 level with the high volume node for potential bounce around 2250. Let's take a look at our trusty Apple sideways action. Go back to my videos back in September and August, or August and September. I said I thought Apple was probably dead money. It's been dead money. We're exactly where we were back then. Nothing new. If Apple goes lower, I like it for a longer term purchase where I will be looking. I really like the 110 level. Even the 115, 110, 100, and then all my trusty 95 level to fill this gap. But we will see what Apple does. But again, the market would really have to roll over, fake everybody out. So I don't think that's happening this week, but maybe in the future. Let's take a look at Tesla. A little weak on Tesla. I kind of drew this, right? Bounce, starting to roll over. Maybe it starts to come down to a double bottom. If we do, Tesla might be a good buy at the very touch of the 200. If it reaches right around this 540 level, I kind of like it. So let's take a look at JP Morgan. The banks are actually a little strong. Watch for this, right? We still have this abandoned baby. The banks were really strong late this week, but maybe we just rally and then go lower. And again, this would give us a shoulder, head, shoulder, head and shoulders. Here's our neckline, and maybe a rollover to fill this gap right around 42, which is my major number that I'm watching. But we will see what's going on. Now, if you guys were watching, let's take a look at Viacom, V-I-A-C. Is that it? Yeah, hold on. Yes. VIACA. Hold on. This is not the one I want. VIAC, okay? Viacom, which is essentially CBS. This thing went from 100 all the way down to 39. This thing lost 67% of its value this week. I like it. Look at how we kind of overshot the point of control and then bounced right back up to it. I think we kind of trade around Viacom. So options on this thing are probably juicy. Maybe look at a couple weeks out. You can maybe look at selling the 30 puts. I think of the selling, I think this was one big hedge fund or a big pension fund. Somebody will probably hear Carl Icahn, somebody like that, where they just had to liquidate tens of millions of shares, a huge position they might have had, and it took them a couple days to liquidate. Who knows? But this was not normal selling. The news really wasn't that bad of news. I thought for a 60% drop, there is value. They own CBS, all that. So I think this is a good, nice bounce. If you want to play safe, maybe look at the options, the 30 April monthlies. They're still juicy. I think that is a possible good play on that. And then finally, Discovery, same exact chart, same exact thing. I think these things got way oversold. Again, I would kind of be safe on here. Look at maybe selling the 25 puts for a couple weeks out. Listen, if you put the stock, if the stock's at 23, 24 come expiration in a couple weeks, just sell calls against it. Premium is very high. Premium really exploded in these stocks this week. So I think those are some really, really good trade ideas for this coming week. So be careful out there. As always, thank you for watching my videos. And until next time, we'll talk to you soon.